Shawn, how
Hey,
you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing fine. It is so good to see you.
It's good to see you
When
too.
last time I saw you?
Actually, at the celebration of life for Auntie. Was the last time I was
Thank you so much for being there for us and my family. It really meant a lot. You
It's
know?
my pleasure.
Thank you. And you know how much Auntie loved you, right?
I know.
What she used to tell you all the time? I'm
You know, I'm
available.
single. Yeah, you know, I'm
single.
available.
I'm available. That was my auntie, so I'm telling you.
Yeah, but I got upset because she told a couple other people that too. I didn't feel as special. So.
She loved the guy. She loved the guy. So rest in peace, Auntie.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, okay, so we're here today with Shawn Stuckey, and I'm going to celebrate his life and highlight him because I just think he's a great guy. And so, Shawn, tell me a little bit about your childhood. Where did you grow up? How did you grow up?
Wow. So I am from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Grew up, there's 4 of us. So I have an older brother. I'm the next child. And then I have a younger sister and a younger brother. Childhood was, it was a good childhood, right? I grew up in the projects of Pittsburgh, a place called East Hills. And, but I never knew I was in the projects. You know, I had a loving home. All my friends around, my family. My mom was one of 10.
Really?
And so I had plenty of cousins to play with, and it was good. I didn't realize, you know, that I was poor until a little bit later in life. Actually, when the Cosby Show came out.
Wow. You know what? Me too. You know, I grew up in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, and Bed-Stuy had such a reputation for being one of the hardest places. But guess what? It was a beautiful community. There was so much love. Everybody knew our neighbors, and actually, I miss it. So, hello, Bed-Stuy. Do or die, Bed-Stuy. Yes, I loved it. And all right. So, tell me something else. Is the words the few, the proud, right? The Marines. I know you're a Marine. How did that shape your life?
So I was, and I was trying to be kind of a rogue, like at the time I joined the Marine Corps. I had a good friend of mine when I went to church that actually joined. I looked up to him, and one day he came to church with those dress blues on. And I was like, man, I got to have some of those. And so that was the catalyst of me joining the Marine Corps. I was 18. Thought I had all the answers. You know, my parents didn't want me to go.
Don't we all?
And so I get to boot camp, and literally 2 days later, the first Gulf War breaks off. And so that was eye-opening because I wanted to go to get the dress blues, get GI Bill, right? I've never made it to combat, but I've had some friends that have gone. Shaped my life in that it taught me a lot of discipline, which is what I needed at the time. And then I've gotten some lifelong friends from it. And so it was a good experience for me. Can't say this for everyone, but for me it was what was needed.
Well, I just think you're an awesome guy. I mean, Shawn Stuckey, ever since I've known you, you've just been like that guy to me. Somebody that I could look to. Look at you. He's sharp, everybody. Look at him. But this is Shawn Stuckey here. And I'm just so glad that you're having coffee with me today. So I've been reading this little book here. It's called Do One Thing Every Day That Scares You. And I think that Eleanor Roosevelt is the one who coined that saying or something, which is really deep because right now in this season of my life, I'm thinking about facing my fears. You know, just stepping up and doing things that I normally wouldn't do. So tell me something. Have you done anything that scared you lately? What's one thing that scared you?
Sure. So I know that's a great book. I caught my eye when I first came in. I'll have to take a look at it and read it for myself. You know, Class said something a moment ago about getting out of your comfort zone. And one of the things that I did was a couple of years ago, I was doing some accounting work, in accounting for 20 plus years, and I just decided I didn't want to do that anymore.
Wow.
And so I just quit. Nothing
really
in the pipeline or anything, just I'm going rogue again, like going to the Marine Corps. And so I ended up, you know, after a little path, I ended up at Edward Jones being a financial advisor, and that scares me every day.
Wow. That's really awesome. To be able to just get up and do something that you feel like that is really awesome. So you really felt that in your spirit, you know what I mean?
It was taking a toll on, the job that I had at the time was taking a toll on me physically. You know, I would pull up to work and physically, I just didn't, my body responded. And so for me, I know it was time for me to make a change and do something that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Something that I envisioned that I wanted to do, and that was to help people in a different way than I had been in the past. And so every day I'm afraid to go out, and like the way you meet most people in this line of work is knocking on people's doors, strangers, and introducing yourself. And you're talking about getting out of your comfort zone.
That's doing it, right?
That's getting out of your comfort zone.
Wow, that is so awesome. That's so, because I think that when people are afraid, it keeps them stuck. They're doing things. People are walking around dead these days. They're walking around to work. They say good morning. There's no good in it, right? And and you can see it in their demeanor. They're walking around without any joy. And a lot of it is because they're doing something that every day that they really don't want to do. They're around people that they really don't like. They don't feel their worth. And so guess what? I really applaud you for stepping out and doing something that really suits you, for following your, and that's something that I want to do. Well, let me put it this way. I did step on faith a little bit. That I'm semi-retired now.
I saw that.
And so, yay me.
Congrats.
Thank you. And it comes at this age, it's a little bit less money for me. And so it was kind of scary to do it, but I said, you know what, it's time for me to step out on faith. We talk about what God can do, and He's always there for us, but we don't really test that faith. And so I put myself in this position so that I can do more what I want to do, what I like to do. And so, yeah, I understand about that. All right. See them. All right. So, Shawn, how's your coffee?
It's great. I mean, you said it was a little weak, but I generally like coffee with my sugar, so
okay,
it's good.
Yeah, it's a little weak. I'm sorry, but anyway. So you see how the world is today. We have so much is going on, so much is happening. How would you, in your opinion, what would you like to see happening, or what would you like to see a change?
That's a great question. What I'd like to see change is people caring about people a little bit more. That always disturbs me when people have no empathy and they can't feel what someone else feels.
Wow, that's awesome.
So that's something that bothers me. I mean, we don't care enough about each other. We're a lot of times, I won't say all the time, but selfish. And sometimes it'd be nice to think about others instead.
Think about others. That's a rule that my mother made me grow up in. It always stuck with me. She said, "Can you do unto others as you would have them do to you?" So as I'm going in life, I'm always thinking about what the next person is thinking. That's something that I think that my mother taught me well, and I really am grateful for it. And like you too, I don't even like to look at the news, because the news is always somebody getting shot, somebody's this, and somebody's hurting. Even their children, young children are being hurt today. And the world needs more love. It's the thing that we need right now. Just more love, more love, more love. And so I want to thank you for that.
Well, I learned that from you.
What?
I mean, you are one of the most caring people that I've ever met. You remember how we met, right?
I remember slugging.
That's correct. We met slugging in the slug line, and but you've always had a warm, genuine sense to you. And
you gonna make me cry, Shawn?
Good. No, I'm joking. But no, I mean, and that's why I've always kept in touch with you, because I feel like you genuinely care about people. You show it all the time.
Thank you, Shawn.
And I think it rubs off. So it's good. It's good. Not many people are genuine these days, unfortunately, right? There's always an ulterior motive.
Wow.
And sometimes it takes a little longer for it to be shown to you, but a lot of times there is. So.
Wow. Thank you for that. Wow. That really touched me. That's so funny, because just 2 days ago I was talking to somebody, and she said that she read the stuff that I read every day, that I write every day, and she said she wakes up with it. And there was two ladies discussing, and I didn't know that they read Coffee with Candy. And then she said, but you know what the best part is? I think I told you this part, right? She said, it's genuine. And I said, wow, look at that. So people are looking at us. People are watching us as we go about our work. We wouldn't even know it. So that's another thing my mother used to always say. I learned so much from her. She just said, Candy, your name is going to go further than you ever will. She said, your name is going to be household. And when somebody says something about you, let it be good. So she told me to live a life one that was of a higher standard. And so I really thank my aunt, my mom and my aunt for that. Thank you. Just thanking God for the opportunity to make a difference in somebody's life every day is just awesome.
It is.
So
And you do.
Thank you, and you as well, Shawn. At that time when you said I stepped into your life and everything, you did the same thing for me. You see how it worked? You did that for me as well. So I really thank you for being a friend. I thank you for being the man of dignity that you are, because you are totally awesome. And one more thing, I see there's a little young man that's been grabbing your attention lately. What is that all about?
Yeah, so that's my grandson. His name is Braxton. And he's just, you know, I used to hear people say all the time when you have a grandchild, it's a different type of love. But until you experience it, it's hard to put into words. But it's just, you know, just talking about him makes you smile.
I can see.
And yeah, he's just a bright kid, and you know, my daughter Brianna is doing an awesome job with him, and his dad is around, and he's doing a good job, an awesome job, both of them, and I'm proud of them all. You know, it wasn't an ideal time for all of us, but God has been good throughout the process, so I'm thankful.
Amen. Me too. Wow, that is awesome, and I just wish them all well. God bless him as he grow up. And so I just want to say thank you for having coffee with me.
Thank you.
This has been awesome, and we must do this again really soon.
Absolutely.